Calling all extreme bodybuilding lovers out there. The Sport Dealer is today taking you to meet an athlete who really is something. His name is Sain Evgen, but you can also call him Eugenio Slides or Slides Mode. This 30-year-old soldier's journey has been simply incredible. Before becoming a paratrooper who sets world records as well as a calisthenics and street workout legend, Sain Evgen was mostly familiar with anger and frustration. He has clearly made an astonishing comeback. Sain had some very tough times which nearly ruined his life. When he was younger, Sain got deeply depressed, which led to him eating poorly, smoking, and drinking. Jobless and therefore penniless, Sain was also smoking 2 packs a day, mainlining fast food, and had trouble climbing stairs without getting breathless. To make matters worse, his then girlfriend left him because of his excessive drinking, and his health slowly started to deteriorate. He had hit rock bottom. But one day, Sain realized that he was killing himself, and finally looked at himself in a mirror, and in his own words, he didn't like what he could see. And when it seemed like it was all over for him, Sain set himself a completely crazy goal: to stop smoking, drinking, and eating badly all at the same time, and to finally get a grip on his life. In order to get through this extremely difficult period, Sain had to dig deep for mental strength, which he didn't even know he had. This ordeal enabled him to shape his character into something rock solid, but also to get into exercising. And thanks to online street workout videos, Sain found a source of inspiration and the best possible way of fighting his demons. And that is obviously old news now. Sain says so himself. Exercise saved his life, and even though he started off at home in front of his computer, Sain quickly moved outdoors to give street workout a try, and gained a few pounds of muscle along the way. Given a few more years training, Sain is literally going to become a machine. And even if he got off to a difficult start because he was trying to copy the really skilled guys, there was no chance he was going to give up when he had already managed to overcome so many obstacles. Since then, Sain has earned his stripes. He became an official member of the 1st Squadron of Greek Paratrooping Commandos 2 years ago, following a few years as a reserve. An additional victory for this force of nature whose determination is infallible, and when you know how intense military training is, this giant is clearly in the right place. And nowadays, his routine is simply phenomenal. Sain works night shifts part of the week, but that doesn't stop him from going to the gym the minute he leaves work. As soon as he has a little time and energy, he trains like a nutter and follows a strict diet and a model lifestyle. He has even conditioned his brain to help him always go further. Using his 5-second rule, thanks to this countdown method, he can supposedly force his brain to carry on striving when he starts to get tired. Handy, but it's best left to the pros. Pushing his boundaries both physically and mentally has become the norm for him. This extraordinary competitor won't stop until he has reached his goal. Otherwise, he beats himself up for days. It's his way of maintaining his tight-nest body, as well as an unfailing mindset. And he also owes it to the chaotic journey that he turned into one of his strengths. And if Sain has finally become the best possible version of himself, it's because he fought off all his demons, one by one. In any case, Sain isn't afraid of the competition. For him, it's just added motivation. And this true champ has proven his worth everywhere he's been. His hit list speaks for itself. 7 national street lifting championships that he picked up in Greece, but also in France and in Latvia. That's what I call getting the real seal of approval. As soon as people started talking about him, Sinevgin joined a calisthenics crew so as to show people what he could do. In 2018, he took part in the TV series Greece Has Got Talent with the Street Gains crew. During the show, Sine demonstrated a whole array of breathtaking skills. But even though the judges and the public were impressed, the Street Gains lost by next to nothing in the final. But that wasn't enough to discourage Sine. Quite to the contrary. And seeing as he had already achieved the impossible by taking control of his own life, why not aim even higher and become an example to the whole world? Since the 17th of March 2022, Sinevgin's name has officially been part of the Guinness Book of Records because he lifted, believe it or not, over 330 pounds with a flexion extension dip. And using only one arm, if you please. He not only performed an incredible feat, but also made his childhood dream come true. Sine trained for 4 years for this record, which has already been beaten 5 times. But no challenger presented himself before him. He even managed to lift 352 pounds during training, so you might as well make your peace with it. This time, the record is going to be hard to beat. Thanks to his resounding achievements and to his exceptional life story, Sinevgin has become a source of inspiration and a social media star. His truly spectacular videos and street workout tutorials are viewed by over 208,000 Instagram followers and by 1.6 million people on TikTok. Mind you, when he goes into slightest mode, it's really quite spectacular. And after having come this far and overcome so many difficulties, Sine is living proof that it is never too late to take control of your life and to make your craziest dreams come true. Because after all, it's just a matter of motivation. If you need to lose a little weight, or are a touch eccentric, or maybe both, Kung Fu is a martial art which is accessible to everyone.